The light from the phone screen glowed softly against his face. He smiled. That same warm, reassuring smile that millions had come to love. "Yes, King," he whispered, one last time. No one watching that video knew it would be his final message to the world. Within hours, silence replaced the voice that had once filled timelines with hope. Michael Willis. Heard, the man who turned two simple words into a global movement of self-love and empowerment, had passed away at just 42. For fans, it was more than news. It was heartbreak. The man who taught them to rise every morning with confidence and courage was gone. Yet, even in death, his message continued to echo through millions of screens, repeating endlessly, "Love yourself, believe in your worth. Yes, King." Before the fame, before TikTok and the lights of virality, Michael Willis Heard was just a dreamer. Born and raised in the United States, he grew up surrounded by everyday struggles that shape character. Working-class roots, limited resources, but unlimited ambition. Those who knew him early in life described him as quiet but thoughtful, the kind of person who would notice pain in others, even when no one noticed his own. He often talked about mental strength, positivity, and self-worth long before he had an audience. In his 20s, life wasn't easy. He faced setbacks, personal loss, unstable income, and periods of deep introspection. But Michael had one gift that separated him from the rest: empathy. He understood people's need to feel valued. That understanding would one day become his superpower. When social media started changing the world, he saw not just entertainment, but opportunity, a space where he could share his voice, his truth, and perhaps change lives. TikTok was still finding its identity when Michael posted his first motivational video. It wasn't flashy, no background music, no filters, just him and a camera. "You matter, don't forget that," he said in his calm, soothing voice. Within days, that clip started gaining traction. People commented that his words felt like a friend's voice in a dark room. Then came the phrase that changed everything. "Yes, King." It wasn't scripted. It wasn't planned. It was authentic. That authenticity made it powerful. Soon, people began tagging each other saying, "Yes, King" in comments as a way of spreading positivity. It became a viral affirmation. Michael leaned into that energy. Every video that followed carried a mix of love, confidence, and emotional healing. "You are powerful," he'd say. "You're not broken. You're becoming." Within months, his follower count exploded. Millions tuned in daily for his voice, not for trends, but for truth. His content transcended barriers of language, culture, and race. People from all over the world stitched his videos, using his sound as therapy. He wasn't just an influencer anymore. He was a movement. And behind that movement was a man who simply wanted the world to feel loved. As his reach expanded, so did his opportunities. What began as short motivational clips evolved into a full-fledged brand empire. Michael collaborated with lifestyle and wellness companies, spreading his message while monetizing his growing influence. He started selling merchandise, t-shirts, mugs, and posters with his iconic line, "Yes, King." According to multiple online estimates, by 2025 his net worth ranged between $35 million and $90 million, built through brand partnerships, online income streams, and investments. His TikTok content alone was generating tens of thousands of dollars monthly through creator funds and sponsorships. Yet, those close to him say money never changed him. He still lived modestly, investing most of his income into charity work, mental health projects, and mentoring small creators. Some reports suggest he owned several digital businesses and stocks that multiplied his earnings in recent years. He became a case study in how authenticity could be profitable, proof that emotional honesty could build an empire. His fans didn't follow him because of wealth. They followed him because he made them feel wealthy in spirit. Still, his financial success turned him into a symbol of what's possible when passion meets purpose. Then, in early November 2025, the unthinkable happened. News broke that Michael Willis Heard had passed away at 42. His daughter confirmed the heartbreaking news through a Facebook post that quickly went viral. My father, the man who inspired millions, is gone, she wrote. The internet froze. TikTok, the very platform that had made him famous, became a space of mourning. Thousands of fans flooded his last videos with comments, many saying they were watching them through tears. The cause of death has not been publicly confirmed, though speculation points to sudden health complications. For a man who radiated positivity and strength, the silence that followed his passing felt unbearable. His final videos now seem haunting, as if he was saying goodbye without saying the words. In one clip, he smiles faintly and says, "If today was my last day, I'd still say, love yourself." Fans replay that moment endlessly, finding comfort in the pain. Across social media, hashtags like Yes King Forever and E for Rest in Power Michael Hurd trended for days. Celebrities, fellow creators, and mental health advocates paid tribute to the man who made kindness viral. Even in death, Michael Willis Hurd's voice refuses to fade. His sound remains one of the most used audios on TikTok, a digital echo of compassion and confidence. The Yes King movement became a symbol of empowerment, especially for young men struggling with identity, self-esteem, and mental health. Psychologists and influencers alike have praised his work for normalizing self-love in a culture obsessed with perfection. But beyond trends, his story holds a deeper lesson. It's about purpose, about how one person, armed with nothing but words, can transform millions of lives. Schools, podcasts, and online communities now quote his affirmations. Creators continue his legacy through Yes Queen and Yes Warrior variations, keeping his mission alive. For many, his passing was not an end. It was the beginning of a movement greater than himself. Michael proved that digital fame, when grounded in authenticity, could become a force for good. His empire of kindness, wealth, and inspiration lives on. Not in bank accounts or views, but in the confidence he planted in others. Today, his videos are archived by fans as reminders to stay strong, stay grateful, and always say yes to life. The story of Michael Willis Hurd is not just a biography, it's a mirror of modern humanity. It's about finding meaning in chaos, purpose in pain, and beauty in simplicity. He began as an ordinary man who believed that kindness could heal the world, and he ended as an icon who proved it true. His words still ring in millions of hearts. You are loved, you are strong, you are enough. Yes, King. And somewhere beyond the noise of social media, his spirit smiles, forever proud of the love he left behind.